Hi, I'm Michael Pitt. I'm a professional recurve archer and reserve archer for the London Olympics. And I'm here to talk to you today about how to set up your first archery range. So when setting up your first archery range, the number one rule is always safety. Bows and arrows are dangerous weapons, and we want to do all that we can to make sure no one gets hurt. So if you can have as much space behind the target as possible, so if you do happen to miss or get a deflection, you're not going to hurt anyone. So a big field like this is absolutely fantastic. Also, take into account weather conditions. It's always better if you can get a spot which is sheltered as opposed to being on the top of a hill where you're constantly going to be buffeted by the wind. And if there's also any shelter that you can actually shoot under, like a scaffolding structure or a shed, just to keep the elements off you, that's fantastic. And of course, one of the best ways of finding a good archery range is to join a club that already exists. If you go to archery.org, it's a global governing body, you'll be able to find your national governing body, and then you'll be able to find off there where your local club is. And in a country like Great Britain, we've got 30,000 archers with clubs all over the country. You'll be able to find a place to shoot which is safe, friendly, and hopefully you can pick up some tips. So I highly recommend it. Find your local club. So this is the shooting line. One of the most important things on any archery range, because we need to keep all the archers shooting in a row next to each other, because we don't want to have someone in front of someone else or behind someone else, because then things start to get dangerous. So we all stand on the shooting line and shoot in the same direction towards the targets. This target's at 50 meters, one of the most popular distances for club archery, and I'm just going to take a shot. So this is 50 meters. The standard Olympic distance is 70 meters, but a lot of domestic tournaments shoot up to 100 yards, which is just a fraction over 90 meters. Another thing you really ought to consider, especially on days like today when it's windy, is having the target pegged down. Having it firmly staked both at the front and at the back can save it falling over and smashing all those valuable arrows. So the final element to any world-class archery field is the windsock. Very crucial to know which direction the wind is blowing in and how hard, because that wind changing is going to move your arrows across the target face. And on a day like today, it might even move them off the target face. So that's my advice on how to set up your first archery range.